In part 2 of our video series with Allyson Holt of HSN, we visit with Corp, another one of the network's partner vendors.
In July, it's actually our third biggest month in terms of sales after November and December. So typically July is not for most retailers, but it's a key strategic moment for us, and we have a lot of support. We do a lot of fun things, and so we figured that that is actually the opportune time to bring them back and have them on air, have the testimonials, and really get the product seeded into our customers' hands. So we're super excited about it.
Here, Allyson meets with Jeff Malkasian, Corp's Executive Vice President of Consumer Packaged Goods. Jeff demonstrates products from the soon-to-launch All Recipes branded line of housewares. The new line is a collaboration between Corp and the Meredith Corporation, which publishes the All Recipes multimedia food brand.
So what happens is when this pan, and it knows because the temperature here is going to be different than the temperature here. So when this gets to 250 degrees, which is the right time to throw on your steak, right, this is going to turn red.
And the other thing, especially in a fry pan, is that's really the pan that you want to ensure that it's hot enough, because again, you're looking for that sear, especially when you're working with non-stick. You got to get that temperature right before you can actually put your product in, so you get a true sear on it.
Yes.
Right? Isn't it a great college gift? The other thing is, you remember that non-stick, so you don't have to use a lot of fat, so it's really much better for your health, right? Isn't that cool? You guys need this. All right.
This is an oval roaster. This will hold up to a 14-pound bird.
Yeah.
It could be used as a Dutch oven, right? It can go right on the stove. It can be on double burners. Easy to remove rack.
Love that rack.
Yeah.
With the handles, it's so cool.
What's cool about it, hard anodized, right? So it's twice as hard as stainless steel.
Right.
What's cool about it is the lid is also a casserole. This could be a saute, it can be a casserole, you could do a fish in this, it can go right in the oven. So again, this is going to be really demonstrable, right? It can be a covered roaster.
Fits right in.
Right there. But then let's say, how do we take it one step further to give you something more? So we came up with this idea.
And this is, so when I saw this, because I walked by the booth yesterday, the glass lid to us is super important, especially if you're doing it on TV, because we're going to pull things out and they'll see it, and our customer really responds to this glass lid. But talk about that.
So this is cool. We're seeing this a lot in Europe, and we said we need to bring it here. This is called the aroma lid. So this is a very, very small hole. So you can fill this cup with wine, and it will drip the wine in. You could fill it with the oil or butter. You know, it'll drip it down and help base the food and keep that aroma going.
So we talked about this whole thing about infusion today. This is a way to do it in a roaster too, and it's just beautifully designed. Yeah.
And to sell all that together, I think it's...
Yeah.
The lid fits on.
And this goes this way too.
The lid as well.
So
it's a lid lid. It's a lid for the lid.
Everybody needs a lid for their lid.
Everybody needs a lid for the lid.
During our visit, we talked with Allie Shercliffe, Manager of Content Production for AllRecipes.com. Allie gave us a quick demo of the new All Recipes Apple Corer and Slicer. She also discussed how the tool was designed to appeal to today's time-crunch consumers looking for a quick way to prep a healthy snack. As our time with Allyson ends, she took a moment to recap her meetings and discusses her post-show game plan to help her process what she's seen over the course of the day and to prioritize what's next for HSN.
So that process actually takes place every night. So I go back to my hotel room. I'm going to go back through all the literature, my notes from my meetings during the day, and truly actually I start identifying what my top priorities are every single day. Usually on the plane ride back, I'm going to consolidate all that and really identify maybe the top 3 priorities that I need to hit within the next week, and then what are my extensions. So I'm looking at a timeline continuously, and then I'm also trying to map out the strategies of when do I do certain things based on what I saw. Next step is I actually consolidate that with my team. I go over that because of course I've had a team here as well. And so we all come together and say, here were the things that we saw that were super exciting, and what do we believe the next steps should be for these. Now I have a couple of different categories that I serve, so then I'm also trying to identify, is this a private label program opportunity? Is this a national brand that I really need to develop? Is this a national brand that I need to extend, and how do I do that? And so then we'll map out a timeline, and then we just continue to launch.
For HomeWorld Business, this is Lauren DeBellis.